Hey, Sherry here. It is November 23rd, and I got a new deck. This is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. So I just cracked it open, and I thought I'd do the first reading with you guys. So let me just pull the cards for you. So this will be for November 26th until, I think, let me just check here, till the 2nd of January. So November 26th until January the 2nd. So since this is the first time that I'm using the deck, I'm not going to read them in reverse. I don't think there are reversals on this, but okay. So the first card in the past position for a female is Deception and Envy. Male side, Authority. Accelerated Motion. Conflict and Defeat. These are beautiful cards. Throat Chakra. Choose wisely. Obstacles and Challenges. Wow, 2 5s in a row. And Fertility. Recognition and Reward. Rejoice and Celebration. Truth. Nice. Spiritual Union. And Spiritual Strength. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll have a look at the cards and I'll see you in a minute. Cheers. All right, I'm back. So, wow, I am just absolutely blown away by this reading. I couldn't have asked for anything better than this. What I'm seeing here is union, and it's based on spirituality. There's a sense of them both standing on the edge of a precipice, waiting to take the next step. And there's a sense of excitement welling up within them as they wait to do this, to come into union. All right, so I'll go through each card. The first card on the female side is Deception and Envy. So this person is wearing a green robe, which all green symbolized is love or emotions. So you can see there's a great deal of love going on here. So deception and envy, the way the female is looking at the relationship is in this manner. This card is coming in the past, and there's a sense that she's looking over her shoulder. She doesn't feel that she can trust the relationship. She's questioning everything that happened in the past, and she doesn't know if it's real. So there's this sense of hesitancy and unsureness. The next card is Accelerated Motion, and this is so beautiful. because she's facing the union and she's looking up at this star that's so beautiful and bright in the sky. So this card represents celebration, enthusiasm, excitement, because her dreams are within view. She can see her dreams manifesting before her eyes. So yeah, there's a lot of hope welling up inside of her and excitement just before the door opens.
Okay, so I just wanted to read this card to you real quick. This is accelerated motion. This card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, ending of delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the right direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. Brace yourself. As you finally witness the manifestations of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust and have faith and go with the flow. A strong current is taking you in a positive outcome in future.
So yeah, like I can almost feel her heart pounding as she waits in anticipation. So this card is similar to the Eight of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck, which speaks of Cupid's arrow, information coming in rapidly, significant changes taking place. It also speaks of communication as well, which is the next card up. But this card also speaks of surrendering and going with the flow, which is reflected over here as well in this card. So the throat chakra, this speaks of speaking your mind, not holding anything in, standing up and speaking out. So what I get from this card is that the feminine is communicating with the male. Over here, she's calling to him in the 5D realm. She's speaking to him, you know, through the collective consciousness. You can see it, that spiritual union and that connection to spirit right in the middle. So this card could also represent that she would like to speak her mind about something that occurred in the past, and she's holding it in, maybe with anticipation. The final card on her side is, what is this? Obstacles and challenges. So you can see how she is walking to the edge. There's a river of emotions at the bottom there. And she's hesitating before she takes that leap of faith. So this card speaks of learning from past mistakes, pausing and reflecting on those, so you don't make the same mistakes in the future. But yeah, there's she's doing a lot of self-reflecting, but she's moving forward towards love. Love is guiding her. So the card that the female is bringing into the union is recognition and reward. I just love how this light is shining down on her. She's being recognized for all of the hard work that she's put into her life calling and into the relationship as well. So this card speaks of being rewarded for all the work that you've done. All of your dreams and goals have been realized. So I like how she's standing on the edge. You can almost see her right here, you know, standing on that edge. And this is the view from the front. So she's standing on the edge of the precipice, but she's standing there and she's humble about it. She's bowing in gratitude, and she's happy and excited as well, right here. So this card also speaks of union. It's a 3. So, yeah, celebrating that union to come in the future. So on the male side, we got Major Arcana, and this is authority. So this is the Emperor card. So cool how we got the Emperor here and then the Empress at the top. There's kind of this trinity right here. And it's reflected in this card as well, that union, that mirroring. So in the past, he acted with authority. He stepped into his masculine power. He handled a situation with a detached point of view. And this may have caused problems because the reflected card over here is deception and envy. So she's viewing his decisions or the way that he handled himself as possibly being in a deceptive manner. So all of these cards have to do with how you handle a situation. You're being tested on the way you handle everything. So this speaks of handling a decision or people with your pure will. You're forcing your ideas onto people. You're a leader. You're using your authority. You're detached. So maybe that sense of detachment has caused that questioning in the female's mind. So that's the energy that he brought in from the past. And this, wow. This is kind of like the present, or it's the energy that he's bringing in. So it's almost like he's been through this major battle and he's stumbling down the stairs, but he's moving towards this little light. He's moving towards love and warmth. And it's kind of reflected here in this. It's almost like this is a miniature version of the female. She's being illuminated. She's lighting his way, his path. But the way he comes into the reading, he's stern and unemotional. And then suddenly there's this sense of surrender. He's moving towards her like a wounded warrior, and possibly asking for forgiveness or asking or looking for a way to speak with her, which might be reflected in these two cards that are opposite of each other. So, he stumbles down to the pier and walks out onto the dock and sits in contemplation. So again, this card here speaks of being tested on how you handle a situation. Were you deceitful? Were you insensitive? Did you act in revenge? And then here, this card speaks of sitting in quiet contemplation and being gentle and careful and wise in the way that you handle things and make decisions. But there's also a sense of femininity to it. There's patience and just treading, walking carefully, and knowing that these decisions that you make have far-reaching consequences, which is reflected in this card. But here again, we got this sitting on the dock, sitting on the edge, and they're both separated by this ocean of possibilities, this ocean of potential. And he can see her. He can see what he wants. His vision, his dreams are right there, right within reach. She is surrounding him. It's almost like these hands are pointing to all the angles of her. See, here she's on the side, he's pointing to her. And She's up here. It's pointing to her. Here she is on the side, again pointing to her. She's in front. She's up here. She's everywhere. Love is surrounding him. And if you look at this card, it's beautiful. It's like he's, you know, he's sitting there and allowing the sun's warmth to warm his heart. He's got his arm or his hands open, his palms open. So there's a sense of opening up. And it's almost like he wants to be free, like these birds, these two loving birds soaring above the sky, free. So, you know, there's this sternness that didn't work for him. He realizes that it didn't work for him, and now he's wounded and he's coming forward, but he's taking reflection, and he knows that the decision he makes is going to have far-reaching consequences, but he can see what he wants. So with this card, I'm almost seeing that he's embracing not only the feminine but the female aspects of himself. There's a merging of dualities here, and it all has to do with love. He's moving towards that light, towards the heart chakra. This card speaks of using kindness and compassion and love to make your decisions. So whatever decision he's making, he's switched his view. He's switched his focus. He is using love and compassion to guide him.
This is fertility. Through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You're the creator in the seeds that have been planted in the past, whether they were happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even thoughts, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them, and they become strong and healthy. Open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card also represents femininity and Mother Earth, who is calling to you. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you on her seashores, mountains, forests, and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion. Soon others will see and feel your devotion. As you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the mindset or midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, and pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others as well as yourself.
So the card that he brings into the union is 3. So 3. She brings in a 3, and he brings in a 3 as well. So as he's sitting here on the dock, you can feel this excitement welling up within him, and that excitement opens his heart. This is all about using your heart center. So his heart is starting to open, and he's beginning to realize, as he feels this love, that there's something much greater than him, that he's connected to something much greater than him. So yeah, this card is all about union and celebrating. So he's looking to the future, looking to the union in anticipation and excited about that moment that, you know, she walks in, or he walks into her arms. She's standing there with her arms open, waiting to hold him, waiting to embrace him. Right here.
Rejoice in celebration. A time of merriment, celebration, birth, success, and victory is at hand. You're doing what you love most and are pursuing your passion when you follow your heart and intuition with zeal. There are no limits to what you can achieve. When the energy of excitement and love is present, You can feel it moving within you. Somehow, love has a way of showing you that you're connected to something much larger than yourself. The number 3 symbolizes unity and a time to rejoice in gratitude and sharing, whether it's the family members, friends, or even co-workers. This is the moment of fruition for all of your dedicated work. So pat yourself on the back and party and dance in celebration of your accomplishment. Aww.
So these two cards are both about celebrating all the hard work that you've put in, and to also give yourself a pat on the back as well. It's so funny that these cards are almost the same. So the merging energies that we have here, as a foundation, we have truth, and this is like the Judgment card. This is saying that the relationship is balanced. You have used all of your wisdom in the past and all the knowledge that you've gained to make choices for the future, and you're using a spiritual mindset to do so. So there's this sense of balance here, that everything is kind of coming together, that union. So yeah, this speaks of the relationship being grounded on a solid foundation. It's grounded on truth and love. And the center card speaks of having that strength of spirituality within you into, your dreams are just on the horizon. All you need to do is give it that one final push.
Spiritual strength. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on. This final spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired and weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give in. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you've gained will be an invaluable resource. You may have also noticed that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. All of these things feed your spirit and offer you knowledge for the future.
And then you're there. You're together. This is like the twin flame card. It's they are reflections of one another, and they see themselves in each other, and it's based on pure love, excitement, and spiritual knowing and truth. So yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. So again, we have that sense of, she's still holding on to some things from the past. She's not too sure if she can trust, but yet she's moving forward, and she's anticipating, and she's excited. She can see her dreams being realized. It's almost there. All she needs to do is just take that leap of faith. Just dive in, jump in. But she's waiting for that moment. She's standing on the edge. Her heart is beating. She's excited. She knows union is near. He realizes that maybe he didn't handle things so well in the past. And he's coming towards her as a wounded man. But as he sits and reflects, he realizes that maybe he's been too harsh, and now he's allowing love to come in. He's using the light of love as a beacon to light his way. And he's excited as well. He can't wait to, embrace her and celebrate their union. because they worked hard for it. But significant changes still need to be made. So there is honor in standing back and looking at everything with a clear mind, with clarity and awareness and awakening, and realizing that your choices have far-reaching consequences, and that's why there's this pause. But you really need to sit back and analyze what are your reasons behind making your choices? Is it for a win? Is the cost worth it? You know, it's best to walk away and surrender. Surrender. Allow the current to take you where you're supposed to be. Allow that current to take you towards love, to true bliss. All right, so I hope this helped somebody out there. And actually, I love how there's these two circles here, and she's jumping into that circle as well. Anyway, I can go on and on and on about this. It's just, thank you, Spirit, so much for this reading. This is just absolutely mind-blowing. And I wish you guys a merry, happy holiday. And cheers. Mwah. I just wanted to play a quick clip from Vanilla Sky. This reading reminds me so much of the ending of this movie. It's just absolutely beautiful. Cheers.
Look at us. I'm frozen and you're dead. And I love you.
It's a problem.
I lost you when I got in that car. I'm sorry. Do you remember what you told me once? That every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around.
I'll find you again.
I'll see you in another life when we are both cats.
Relax, David. Open your eyes.